We're here from Unite Against Fascism. We're working with the local community, Bolton trade unionists and others, to send a clear message that fascists like UDL and BNP are not welcome in Bolton or anywhere else. UDL have already had a bit of a defeat today. They wanted to come to this main multicultural area of Bolton. They wanted to come to Dobbill and hold a protest. They have not been able to do that. They have failed today, and we are successful because we, the local community, local trade unionists and others, are controlling the streets of Bolton and not the fascists. So well done to everyone today. We've got some speeches from a few local trade unionists and others, and the first person I'd like to introduce to you is someone who's done a lot of work for today's event. It's Kieran Grogan from Bolton Unison.
Hooray!
Cheers, Neil. Yeah, just to say a big thank you for everyone for turning up. I mean, we're not many in numbers today, but it's still a decent turnout for a bank holiday Monday, considering half EDL's already still out the face from last night. And already we've managed to stop them from turning up, and they're on about messing about in Farnworth. So just to say a big thank you for everyone for giving up the bank holiday Monday and turning up. Well done.
Thanks very much, Kieran. I should have said that Bolton Unison is one of the number of local trade union branches that are supporting today's event and that have put a lot of work into today. Those organisations include Bolton United Trades Council, Bolton Unite, Bolton NUT, Bolton Unison, who I've mentioned, and I think that's everyone, isn't it, in terms of trade unions. But absolutely brilliant show of support from the local trade union movement. The next person I'd like to introduce is the Secretary of Bolton NUT, it's Julia Simpkins. Julia.
Hooray!
Thank you. It's really good to see so many people here on such a beautiful day. Lots of other places that you could be today, but we do feel it's really important that we are here showing a united front. Bolton is one family. We've been in touch with all the local communities. We have a lot of support in this area for this demonstration. This is not just a few people, there are a lot of people behind us. And we want to say that the EDL are not welcome in our town. Thank you.
Hooray!
Thanks very much, Julia. One of the things we're also doing today is we're opposing the fascists on the streets and at the ballot box, and we've got a lot of support from local trade unionists, local councillors and others for our Nick Griffin Must Go campaign to kick out the fascist BNP leader from his MEP seat in 2014. So we've got a twin-track strategy there, and that's another thing we're promoting today. I think our next speaker is Mike Killian from Greater Manchester UAF. So a round of applause for Mike.
Thanks. I just want to say one or 2 points. The first point is, why are the fascists in groups like the English Defence League and the Northwest Infidels active today? Why are we having to turn out so often to beat them? First of all, the economic crisis, the recession. People look sometimes for a scapegoat, and the Nazis and fascists provide that scapegoat. They say it's not David Cameron that's threatening your health service, it's some people in your local mosque. Unfortunately, some people may buy into that. The other reason the English Defence League and the fascist groups are active today, I blame David Cameron. The Tories, the top politicians, the people at the top of society are peddling racism like nobody's business. They know that by trying to divert and confuse people to look for a scapegoat, it avoids them being blamed for economic crisis, for underemployment, for 0 hours contracts, and for the threat of privatisation in the health service. So there's a couple of reasons: the crisis and the deliberate peddling of racist ideas. The racist van, what a disgusting notion that the Tories and the Home Office came up with, to drive a van around London with a slogan first launched by the National Front in the 1970s, "Go home." What a disgusting idea that was. We beat them into a retreat on that, and that's a good thing. But it shows how racist ideas are not accidental, they're peddled by politicians at the top of society. So how do we beat them? We beat them like we're doing today, I would argue, like we tackled them in Ashton a few weeks ago, like we've tackled them in central Manchester. We need local groups in every area who are prepared to turn out, confront the Nazis' argument, confront the Nazis themselves where possible. Today is a great victory because there's no sign of the EDL here. We passed them on the bus up, 3 or 4 of them standing around in a little derelict pen in a park down in Farnworth. That has to be seen as a victory. We've pushed them back. Let's build local groups in every area, take on the Nazis, take on their arguments, take them on physically when appropriate. We can beat the Nazis. United we stand against them.
Black and white!
Unite and fight! Smash the EDL!